if I'm going to answer the question as what I think the 3 main skills are to be successful in sales, the first thing I'd say is communication. You gotta be a good communicator.
Yeah.
Right? And what people don't understand is communication is not just being able to speak or talk. You gotta be able to listen too. That's a huge part of communication.
Yeah. And make those matches and like, you know, really figure out who is in front of you, and
Yes.
you're a matchmaker pretty much. Yeah.
To be a salesperson is to be a consultant.
Yes.
You need to be able to qualify your clients big. If you can't do that, if you cannot understand what the pain points are of your clients, what problems they're looking to solve, you cannot find a solution for them. The best salespeople in the world are solution-oriented people, right? They're problem solvers. At the end of the day, that's what creates value in the marketplace. When you're able to solve problems for people, they're going to pay you any money that you ask them to, as long as you can solve their problem, right? So communication is one of the biggest things. Being able to speak, being able to present, but also effectively listen, and then use the information that people are giving you to provide them with a solution that's tied to your product, right? The second thing I would say is coachability and curiosity.
Amazing.
Right? So you need to be able to be coachable. If you're that type of guy that thinks, oh, I know everything and this and that, you're not going to be able to excel, right? You need to be.
You stay right there.
You'll stay right there. You'll get to a certain level, but you'll peak at that level, right? There's always somebody that knows more than you. So you got to be able to actively seek that information. And when you get feedback, you got to be able to understand it's just constructive feedback. Take it in a positive way. I think that really helped me out. I was always open. I saw some of my colleagues who started off at the same time as me, but just didn't excel as fast because anytime they were given feedback, they didn't take it in a positive way.
They're like, oh, this guy's trying to tell me what to do and shit.
They get defensive very fast.
Right? This guy's trying to break me down.
You know what I mean? They're like, no, I did it right. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, yes, you may have done it right. Other person might be wrong, but always listen to what they say.
How could I have done it better?
How could I have done it better, right? And just try to listen to what they're saying. You may not agree with everything the person is saying, but take some points from it, right? Improve your game. We can always get better, all of us, right? There's no one that gets to a level where you're like, I can't get any better. If you get to that level,
or what level you're at.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're a professional athlete, you know, you run a restaurant, you're a business owner, it doesn't matter what craft you're in, you can always get better. So being able to be coachable, and I'll tie that into curiosity as well. The best guys in sales are the guys that are curious. They're asking the most questions. They want to know. They want to learn more. They want to get better. They want to look at other people and say, hey, that guy did that pretty well. I do that well too, but I could improve in this, right? Let me go find out what he does. Let me go read this book. Let me keep up to date with the newest software, the technologies, the information on the market. They're curious.
It kind of ties into the hunger a little bit too there.
That's the last point.
Okay.
You see, he's thinking before I am. So he's ahead of me. But the last point is hunger. It comes simply down to hunger. I remember when they interviewed me at Mazda, the GM asked me this question. He's like, what do you think separates two salespeople, right? They've got the same set of skills, you know, same background, you know, they've got some experience and all that. What do you think separates them? And at that time, like, I had already went through like 2 hours of interviewing, so I was like stumbled. I don't know. But he was like, comes down to the hunger. There's gonna be one guy who's gonna look at time. It's gonna be 6 o'clock. I gotta go to a party. I gotta go do this. I gotta do that. And there's another guy who's staying back at the office, making those extra calls, you know, booking those appointments, you know, generating more leads. It's the hunger that separates people at the end of the day, right? Especially in sales, like, you can make unlimited amounts of money. People know that, right? No matter your car sales and real estate, tech sales, insurance sales, doesn't matter. Most of the guys that are doing well in sales, they're making 6 figures plus, right? And a lot of people get complacent. But how do you break past that barrier? It comes down to the hunger. The guys are at the top of the industry. They never get complacent. They're always they're happy. You have to be grateful for what you've accomplished and where you are, but you're always hungry for the next level. There's a
ways to, you know,
really, really great interview, and I would recommend everybody to go watch this interview. It was Ed Milet and Tim Grover. Tim Grover was Michael Jordan's coach. Michael Jordan's coach.
He has a book too.
He has got a book as well, Unstoppable.
He has 2. I think it's Relentless.
Yes, Relentless is one of them.
And then
I think Unstoppable, Unbreakable is the other one. I'm getting the name wrong. I haven't read the book, but this interview, you got to watch it. But he talks about this. He's like, what separated Kobe was he was always chasing the next win. Right? He was happy with where he was at. He was happy with what he accomplished, but he was always chasing the next win until he died. You know, rest in peace, Kobe. Favorite basketball player of all time. You know, I got a lot of the mindset stuff from him as well. Right? If you think about it, that guy was a worker. He was in the hunger. Again, comes down to the hunger.
Exactly.
This guy was hungry.
But like he enjoyed it though. Like he enjoyed like the smell of the basketball.
Oh man, they talk about competitive nature. This guy was a beast.
That was a machine, bro.
So that's what separates people, right? Like he used to talk about it all the time. He's like, oh, I'm in the off season, and I'm talking to the Dwayne Wades and the Chris Bosches and the Carmelo Anthonys of the world, and they're going on vacation together, Bora Bora, and this and that. What's he doing? He's in the
gym.
He's in the gym. He's conditioning. He's getting ready for next season, right? Is that a hunger that separates the people? When you get to a certain level, everyone's going to be, having a good education or, certain skill set. They know what they're doing, but that hunger is what really separates people. Mentality is what separates people, right? Why is the lion the king of the jungle? He's not the biggest. He's not the fastest. He's not the smartest.
Because he knows he is.
He's a killer. You know what I mean? His mentality is what separates a lion. When he walks into the room,
everybody knows.
He doesn't
even say he's a lion.
Doesn't need to say. So the three things, again, just to recap, it would be communication, curiosity and coachability, and then hunger.